And of course, I come in here and something's not working right. Welcome, everyone. I will try to figure out why I can't see two of my players on here, even though it worked all before I jumped to this scene. We'll figure it out. But first, I just came in to say we're going to kick this off here. This is going to be Aftermath Session 3. This is our new campaign that I am running here using D&D, the 2024 rules. I was going to say 5e, and I guess it still is, but, anything goes pretty much that's been put out by Wizards of the Coast, plus probably some extra things. So our players have bits and pieces. Oh, see, Billy's for some reason below. We'll figure all that out as I run the intro. Last time we were here, the party had started in a small village. It was attacked by goblins. Many of the people were dragged off, killed. This group of individuals survived through various means of either hiding or being presumed dead or buried in rubble, whatever. Woke up to this destruction of their village, their lives, and after setting a pyre for the dead individuals here, they set out to do some work on tracking down the villagers, in particular Og, one of our characters, who Dave could not be here today due to some family issues. His parents were among the people captured. Our party set off to track them down. Romy had gotten killed during one of our random encounter sessions. However, her patron granted her a second lease on life, asking her to track down an artifact that was once in possession of the wizard that she had been married to. And when we finished off, the party had reached this plateau in the middle of the Badlands that the orcs and goblins were using as their base. They set up watch. They had met up with a warden, a individual who Andean Kell, one of the rangers of this area, and he had set off to gather up the garrison and bring them back. However, he said it's about a day's ride, so basically 2 days time or so he would be back. The party set to overwatch this location, and as dusk was settling, a large dirigible started coming in, lowering itself for landing, and that is where we ended off. So I'm gonna run the intro. I'm gonna try to fix the video in that 50-second time. If not, I will have to fix it when we get back really quickly. But we're gonna do the intro, and we'll be right back, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for those who are live with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/the XP If you're catching this on YouTube, either live, thank you for that. If you're watching it later, you can check us out. Our time's a little different, as you probably noticed, because we had some scheduling issues, so we chose today. Apparently still ran into scheduling issues, but I wasn't willing to delay any longer. We're going to look to do it again next week. We have to figure out the exact day and time with all the players, which we'll be working on after the session. But anyways, you guys are settling in for the evening. This dirigible starts lowering as the sun's going down, as you guys are getting yourself set for the night towards the plateau, and it continues to kind of descend and almost like land or hover really close to the very top of the plateau. From your angle, it's like on the far side, so it's really hard to see exactly its elevation or whatever, but it does kind of lower down, and you can kind of just see the top of this like balloon-like structure in the distance. What is everyone up to? Yeah, you guys were getting you arrived at the plateau after long travels, and we're starting to kind of like get yourself positioned and settled in. Og is like over there fiddling with his contraptions that he's trying to build.
The light won't shine. I've got one of my dancing lights out as dim as I can, just reading through one of my master spell book, just going over a few things, seeing if there's anything in there that can help at the moment. Other than that, I don't have dark vision, so I can't really see much out there. So I'm relying on anybody else around me for instructions.
I would be busy trying to make a camp, but being thwarted by the simple fact that my mom keeps saying things like, well, if you start a fire, they're going to see some smoke. So you probably shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just get some wood to actually make a tent. Sure, you can leave the camp by yourself. Probably not a good idea. I would stay close to other people so you don't die again. Like, okay. And she ends up just sitting on her hands for a second. She just pulls out some cold rations and she's like, hands them out in her kitchen utensils that she's got. She's got a little set of plates, like a picnic plates that fold in on each other, which are strapped and wrapped, and she like hands them out so people have got like cold cuts, if you will, but not actual cuts. They're just cold rations, so it's deeply unpleasant and unsatisfying.
So
it's just quietly eating.
It's spam, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, if spam had an ugly neighbor, then yeah, that's what we've got right now.
I thought spam was the ugly neighbor.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Spam is the sexy lawyer who left school and went to the big city and has come back for city break. Like that. That's what we're working with right now, my guy. Yeah.
On the bright side, Braids doesn't eat, so.
Braids don't give it.
As for what Braids is doing, they have. You stated last time that there was like a dog pack, like a wolf pack, that was standing around and like milling around a portion of the entrance, and Braids has like honed in on that and is just like sitting down and staring at them until the light gets to the point that they can't see them anymore.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it will get harder and harder to see. However, it's still, the middle of a savanna or like, Badlands area. So the light of the moon will give off a bit of light to allow you to see things. As you kind of settle in and everyone's kind of getting their rations, getting things going, Og will kind of like get up. I'm trying to build these things. Saw a tree back there. I'm gonna see if I can gather some branches. Kind of drops his backpack, kind of grabs his weapon and kind of like wanders off quietly, making his way towards a dead and kind of broken tree that's not too far away from this like rock outcropping that you guys had taken up, which was probably at one point like a larger plateau, but it's been eroded down to just like a few piles of rocks that are high enough that give you visibility and give you some protection.
Speaking of erosion, I mean, the wood, the stone that we're dealing with, is it chalky?
I mean, the rock that you're on now is pretty solid, but there is like a lot of that like silty, chalky, like sand buildup that's been kind of eroded away at the base of these rocks, and probably little patches of it, kind of in between a couple of the larger rocks here that were protected somewhat from the elements due to just having a bigger rock kind of piled up on top.
Okay. Can I collect some of that? If there's different colors, I'd like to be able to collect some yellows and some blues and some reds, if that's all right.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. I think before I take a nap or take my long rest, I think I'm going to spend a bit of time heating that and with my hands, and then cooling it down and heating it, cooling it, heating it, cooling it, slowly rubbing it between there, and just building it into compressed dust, and eventually ending up with sticks of chalk.
Yeah,
if that's
sounds
okay.
Good. Sure, yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Sounds good. Anyone else? I know Braze is watching the wolves. Sunru, is there anything in particular you're trying to accomplish in the waning hours as Og had kind of wandered off? And
nothing crazy. Just after casting that higher level scroll, I feel like I've got more in tune with my magic and what little I have, and it's becoming a little bit easier to understand. So I've started to read a few of the more higher grade stuff that was in my master's book, just in hopes that I'd understand it and hope there's anything we could use. Unfortunately, I haven't found anything really yet, so work in progress. But I feel after that, and I see everybody, I think I'd probably try and stay awake for as long as I can until exhaustion made me fall asleep after what happened last night.
All right, sounds good. If everyone could give me a perception check, let's do it that way.
Perception.
That's a solid 8.
Ooh. Well, I get a +4, so in total, I got 5.
Okay.
I did roll better than both of those. I got a solid, really high 11.
Okay.
Double figures? Say it ain't so.
I know, I'm so good
At
at
this level, that's crazy.
I think you just won D&D. Everyone go
Yeah.
home, back it up. We're good.
We're done. Thanks for Aftermath. We'll come back with a new campaign and no.
I don't know, man. All the professionals keep telling me that failure is the way to do D&D. So
Yeah, it totally is.
I felt so well I died.
see,
Oh, my days.
So yeah. So with that, a mighty 11, it does take quite a while. Probably like 2 hours or so. You realize Og never came back to camp. Like you were staring at the wolves, you're focusing on things, and then you kind of like notice that Sunru and Romy are both kind of like finally settled into sleep. And you kind of glance over and you see Og's backpack still sitting there. And then you like look around and you're like, he's not here.
I have learned from this mistake. So Braids kind of walks over and like nudges Romy. Romy,
No, it's not my turn. I want to ride the donkey. No.
Romy.
Ah! Oh, sorry, Brace. Hi.
Yeah. Og's not here.
What do you mean?
I point at the backpack and where Og would be.
He said he'd just be a couple of minutes. Just wait for him. He'll be back soon.
It's been like 2 hours.
She sits up at that point, and she just like absentmindedly slaps Sunryu's back of the head like. Og's gone.
What?
Og never came back.
Sort of stretch up, look into the woodland area where he last went, and was like, should we go look for him? Or
Yeah, of course. What's wrong with you?
oh,
I mean,
it's
you guys
pretty
should
goddamn
definitely go
dark in
look
there.
for him. No, I understand. I'll stay here at the camp and make sure it's safe.
If something happened to Og, Og is huge. You are both small. I am not strong. It
I
might be
take
better
on
if we
my-
stick
I will-
together.
I will stay with you and help you in this search. Let's go. Do we?
I'll
Ooh.
quickly just write in the mud, gone looking for Og, and hope that Og can read as we in case he gets back
Yep.
before us.
I see you writing in the mud, and that reminds me. I go, oh, I got you guys. Well, I made you guys something, and I hand each of you 3 pieces of chalk, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red, and I go, so if we get separated out and we're trying to find each other, leave a red message if there's a dangerous issue, blue if you want us to come find you, and yellow if you're kind of scared. Okay.
You see me just hold the yellow one.
I'm also holding the yellow one and the red one. The blue one I've already put in my pocket, and I'm like, yep, I get you. It's dark out.
Yeah, it is. Probably the equivalent of like 11ish at night. So fairly dark. There is a moon, that's pretty bright up in the sky. That's about half full, which helps shine some light, but it's not like it's dim light casting over much of this.
Well,
I got dark vision, but so I can see, but I know that Sunru can't see.
I've got dancing lights, but it depends where the angle from the plateau. Are we going to be visible because they're overlooking us, or are we going to be at the other side of a different plateau? It'd just be like the beacon at night, really.
Yeah, I
For
feel
anyone
like
looking out.
are we at such an angle that, I mean, as soon as we step away from this rock, I think we're going to be on the plains. People will see us.
Yeah, like if you feel that if you use any form of bright light here, it will probably give way that there is individuals out here. So there is that concern.
Can your animal help me?
I look at you, I'm like, how?
Well, just guide me. I'm thinking like a blind dog, like.
Oh, I don't know. You think you can help?
Well, again, you can see, like, if you go outside in, the middle of the desert or whatever, and there's no overcast, you can see enough to walk and to be safe, but not necessarily to spot like dangers at, like 60 feet sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you at this point that you're talking to two Englishmen. So
Oh, I
when you
know.
said not overcast,
I know.
I don't
I know.
really understand the concept.
There's these things you can see in the sky. They're little and bright and shiny. They're called stars.
Yeah.
We call those satellites.
That's
That's
okay.
language amazing.
It's better than calling them drones.
Fair enough. I mean, Dawson actively lives in this sort of terrain, so
Fair enough.
it is kind of his jam.
Okay. So we can see, is what you're saying. We just wouldn't necessarily be able to discern between a rock and a snake, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
at
till
a
you step on
distance, like you're not gonna step on. If you're watching your feet, you can see where you're walking, sort of thing.
Okay. Fine. Then, I say to Billy, I'm happy to put her on your shoulder, and if you're going somewhere wrong, she'll let you know. Do you not have? I don't want this to sound rude. A better sense of smell than a regular humanoid? I feel like that is definitely sounding rude. You're looking at me like I've done a bad thing. Because you're ex-animal, no?
I am ex-animal, but my nose is not my strong point. As I gestured down to my legs, it's just like, I don't think I'm designed for going off scent. Like, I can smell you guys, but that's because you all smell different. Gesturing oil, perfume.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to sense the smell of a predator on the wind.
Okay. Brace, can you see in the dark?
Not particularly well, no.
So I'm going to be at the front. You're not gonna interrupt? Okay, then front. I'm gonna be at the front. That's fine.
I'll be right there behind you.
That's what I wanted to do. Okay.
I will go in front if you would like. I have a shield.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I think you're faster than me anyway. So if it comes to it, you'll be able to overtake me quick enough. Then let me go at the front. I'm fine with it. Plus, also, I never really walked earlier for the whole day. I was on off shoulders, so okay. And I'm gonna step out looking for his footprints.
All right.
Using my
Guidance.
survival skills. Gonna need it.
I'll give you guidance.
Is that in 2024?
D4.
Is the D4 still then? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, survival check. That's not gonna get that even with a D4, but let's throw it out there anyway. Yeah, that's about right.
Mighty.
Five guys.
Mighty.
Minifuck goes in a while.
I have grown up in a dust mud town. You expect me to know how to find footprints? Are you high? Because what the actual? Oh no, shit! Hold on. Can I roll that with advantage because I do have the help of my familiar?
Sure. I'll give you advantage. Oh, look at that.
Let me just throw in the guidance as well, just to really make the point clear.
That was a one again.
22 with a nat 20.
All right. Luckily, your familiar is honestly better at this than you are, and pretty much like almost magically points out these tracks to you, helping you kind of see this spot where Ogg's heavy footprint like pushed into this dirt of this area that doesn't see a lot of foot traffic. You kind of follow it over towards the tree, and as you're over there kind of checking out the scene where there's like 2 or 3 like old dead trees with branches kind of strewn around the ground. Various other small bushes. You kind of spot behind one of the bushes there seems to be a hole in the ground, an area that, and as you look at it closer, you actually spot that it looks like there was a structure that was here. Underneath the ground, some sort of solid structure that was covered up by dirt that, with this hole opening here, some of the dirt slid down and you can kind of see that there's been just like this layer of dirt that's kind of formed on top of this little structure.
I will go closer and investigate.
Okay.
I will not be searching for any traps. I will not be checking for any dangers. I will be beelining straight for that thing that I can see in the ground.
Yeah. Moving up, you see a, and it's like probably like a 3.5, 4 foot hole wide. And it looks like it's just been kind of like broken down, like broken in. Almost would look, I guess you can give me an investigation roll and we can kind of see what you might
Am I
think.
looking at something that could be like a wagon that's been buried into this space? Is that one? Yeah. Is it about that size, or are we closer to like a treasure chest kind of size?
I'm visualizing floorboards.
Yeah, so I mean, as with the 20 on survival, you notice like there's actually like a solid stone structure that seems to be underneath the sand itself that has broken in an area. So there's like, as you kind of move up to it, there is a hole, and it's dark. It's hard to tell necessarily, and that's what like an investigation sort of roll, trying to see what you gather from like looking at this hole itself.
I'll
It's
throw that guy on as well.
really dark.
There you go. Yeah, it's a big hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, look, there's a big hole there. I think it's got stone around it. I'm trying to think what it could be. Like, if you think of like in character, I would be like, is it like a cold store, or is it like is someone made a home underground?
A
How
mine?
deep does it go?
I am absolutely not thinking in terms of a mine, like 100%. I'm trying to think of everything that is not a mine in my head. You know what I mean? So I'll just say these things out loud. Does Braid say it's a mine?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the only. Yeah, Braids is like it's. Is it not a mine?
Is it yours?
Like a digging mine
I dig it if
for-
it's yours.
for resources, like in the ground.
Oh, a mine.
Yes.
Mine.
A mine.
No. Like for rocks to get metals.
If anyone else wants to give like I don't know, either an investigation or perception check to kind of like see what you can gather from this.
Yeah, I was gonna say do you point out the hole? Can we see the hole? To be
Yeah,
able to
I mean,
do
once
Yeah.
he points it out,
I'm right by it.
there's
like-
an obvious like 4 foot diameter hole like in the ground here, and it just looks dark from up top. Like you're not
If
sure
I
how far it
can-
goes down.
cast dancing lights 5 or in the hole to start with, and just let it slowly drop downwards. It's got 120 foot range. I'll only light one of the lights and just let it slowly drop down.
And what sort of light does that give off?
10 foot dim. It sheds light, dim light in a 10 foot.
Okay. Did that work? Can you guys see?
Oh, I'm not actually on the map. Let me have a look.
No. It's very black.
Negative.
Okay. Every time we're gonna have this issue. Okay. Let's see. Braids.
had that quote from CB4 stuck in my head. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. If you do know what I'm talking about, viewers, you're welcome.
Dawson, did that work?
No, I'm still black. I have not thought about that movie in so long, and it is such a good movie. Oh my god.
That's a good movie.
What's that? I missed it.
CB4.
Oh, absolutely check it out. Billy, you'll not regret it, 100%.
Okay, let's see. Update token. Need to do that one.
Pretty much every single line from that movie would get any one of us cancelled instantly.
I feel like I've seen clips from the movie, but never actually watched it. Looking at it.
Oh, 100%. There's a meme you 100%.
Did that work for anyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me go to the map page and hope. Oh, I think everything worked except for I got 2 Billies. Hey, that's even better. 2 Billies are better than none.
Yeah, I can only see one, so, and that's the one with the group over here.
No, we're talking about on Twitch.
On Twitch. Yeah.
Oh,
I had 2 Billies. I fixed it. All right.
I was gone.
So you guys are up here, and as you cast the dancing lights down there, or at least this particular one, you can tell that there seems to be like masonry type stonework that has been done in this hole. And you see there's like a pile of rubble at the bottom of this hole. And it's probably about 15 feet down, so it's not crazy, but probably just far enough down that you would not necessarily be able to reach back to the roof of this if you just drop down, sort of. Well, I guess someone who can jump might be able to. But the rest of them would have trouble reaching back up to the roof.
Again,
okay.
we're all short. We are trapped.
Well, I guess seeing the sort of room we're in, bring up the other 2 lights, just making a better light source for us, and try and get a better image. If like I say, if that's a corridor next to braids, have it shine a little bit down that way so we can sort of see what we're dealing with in the masonry. How old does this look?
All right. Are you making this one brighter, or are you sending the other ones further in?
I'll send one further in and then just have the other 2 sit above, just helping out with light.
Okay. So it appears from your angle anyways, up top, that there is one exit to this room, and it appears to be like a corridor or like a hallway that heads off towards the west.
Well, I did say I'd take the lead, so I take the lead.
Okay, so you're dropping down in here?
Mm.
It is like a
Yeah.
15-foot drop. Are we doing anything to slow the descent, or?
I guess I will hang over the edge, and I will stretch out, and I will I think to myself, okay, the floor's got to be right there. It's probably just like a couple of inches away from me. And if I just let go, I'll be like, for like half a second, and then I'll hit the ground, and then I let go.
Okay.
But yeah. So you just like do that? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up Og's backpack and look for rope.
Yeah, you definitely find rope.
Is there something I could tie it to?
Yeah, the tree's not far from here,
Perfect.
honestly, and with a 50-foot rope, you easily can tie it and drop it down.
Yeah.
Romy, the 15-foot drop does incur a slight 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
But I am resistant to falling damage. I'm not.
I believed you.
I know. For a second, I was like, did they add some weird
What?
warlock thing
How?
that I don't know? Did he cross class as a monk and has the slow fall?
It's the drop bear subclass. Did you
Romeo-
guys see this?
The drop.
Romy is not actually a gnome. She is in fact a gummy bear.
Yeah.
She's excelling in the dumped class. She's been dropped by so much that she's used to it at this point.
So yeah, Romy
I'm
falls.
going to use my bonus action of wallow.
It's a free action at this point. Come on.
As Romy is like sitting there cradling her little knee, the rope drops down right next to her. Yeah.
Oh, there's a snake. No, wait. It's a rope. Where did that come? Guys, there's a rope here. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yes, I dropped it down so we could
Oh,
climb
do you want me
down.
to bring it back up? Let me bring it up.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
It's tied to a tree up here.
Oh, that would. Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
I shimmy myself down the rope while they're talking.
I will also go down the rope.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you descend the 15 feet down. It's like this small little room without like perhaps a direct reasoning for this having been here, as far as you can tell. But it is old stonework, dirty from like this. There's like a thin layer of dust on the floor. Like hasn't been a lot of traveling here. If someone wants to do any sort of checks, we could do that, or we can just move on.
So this is obviously like a man-made structure, right?
Yes, yeah, it's definitely not a mine. At least not this segment of it, if it were at one point.
But it's old, like proper old,
Proper old, yes.
isn't it?
Isn't it?
All right.
Quite.
Okay.
Just here to alienate
I-
all of our British listeners with my horrible accent.
You're only endearing yourself ever so much more. It's fine. I guess I would be. Again, I'm not big enough to be able to put my hands on either side to actually touch the walls. The ceiling is how much taller than me?
The room that you came down was about 15 feet. So, what's that, like 12 feet above you?
Okay.
The walls itself, like the room that you first land in, is a 15 by 15 room. But then there is a 5 foot wide hallway that leads off of this that you could reach out and touch both sides. And there is the light from Sunru's dancing lights that is helping to illuminate this particular vicinity that you're in.
Okay. I think before I head down that corridor, then I'd like to take a quick look in this 15 by 15 foot room.
Mhm.
I'd like to see if I can see any sign that Og would have come down here.
Okay.
I would be looking for fresh blood, or a footprint, or a piece of cloth, or something that gives away the sign that someone big was around here.
Okay. It sounds like an investigation check to me, unless you have something different that you're aiming at.
I don't. And my investigation, to be clear to everyone at home, is at -1. So I'm going to be doing it with advantage, but still at -1, as Jeannie will be helping me out.
What are you doing? Guidance.
There you go.
With guidance, there's going to be 12 plus 4, 12 plus 1. Your guidance sucks in me.
Yeah, well, it's better than a swallow.
Add a character. In characters, he's like, oh, thank you so much. I wouldn't get anywhere without you. So, Bar Mitzvah, 13.
Okay, yeah. With that, there are signs. Like, you can tell that something's been through here. You probably do spot like a little bit of blood, like on one of the stones here, and it almost looks like it was. There's not like a ton of it, but there was like a faint little bit that had hit that was then like stretched and dragged out, as if perhaps something was dragged through it.
Okay. Okay. That's been dragged through it.
The only light we have is coming from Sunru's dancing lights, right? There's no like torches or anything on the side of the walls.
No, like-
or...
Yeah, there was no light down here without Sunru's lighting. If you guys have torches or some sort of light ability that you would like to utilize, we can add that to your token. But for now, I'm just trying to utilize these dancing
Yeah,
lights.
you're good. Yeah. I think Braids is going to come to the decision that it is time to be slightly more useful in this tracking situation. And we're going to become a wolf.
Okay.
So yeah,
Do you
Braids
warn
kind of
anyone
like
first?
no. Braids communicate well. Come on now.
Nope, that's not a wolf.
Braids is gonna kind of like look around and just it's almost like a Transformers transformation where like parts of their body start shifting and like they just hunch over, and there's not like, instead of like that like cracking of bone or shifting of a druid that you would normally expect, it's just this like twisting and bending and reconfiguring until there's just a wolf standing where Braids was.
Do you make the Transformer sound?
I cannot physically myself, so I will I'll make sure to download that as a soundboard later.
There we go.
I'm sure we will not get cease and desisted over it ever by a company like Hasbro.
Hasbro is
Hey, if we know one
notably
thing about Hasbro, yeah,
very
they
useful
are
and
super chill about personal intellectual property. They have always been happy, especially when it comes to D&D.
The thing I would like to point out here is I now have 60-foot dark vision.
yeah, I had
Oh.
a wolf. At
So
one
you're going to be mad
And
when I
you
like
can smell.
Yes. Although they don't have like any sort, I guess their perception +5 is how that helps. But I don't know that I get the perception. I forget how that works exactly.
You get all the physical, keep all the mental, but you have the racial trait of feats from the animal.
Yeah, so the thing is perception is
mental, for sure.
yeah, it's a wisdom thing.
So it'd be your perception using
yeah.
their like if they get a bonus for like the scent, like the advantage or whatever.
I don't see anything there that says it. So
They used to, I thought. But,
Yeah, it used to be like keen senses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
that's back in 2014.
yeah, I realise that now.
It's been 10 years of wolves playing PlayStation. They've lost their natural
They don't
keen
use
senses.
that. Yeah, they don't use that anymore.
No.
Well,
They now have Fortnite abilities.
yeah. They can build a wall really quick. You know,
Like, for no reason, just
Yeah.
to annoy you.
just.
Yep.
Okay, I had a wolf token, but for some reason, it is now keyed to something totally different. So for today, I guess we're just gonna rock you as you.
But
Okay.
a wolf lands next to us, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Just. I mean,
Eldritch Blast?
I think obviously metallic and.
oh yeah, no, I don't look like a wolf. I look like a warforged wolf.
Even with her limited intelligence, she's going to recognize Braids in this moment, I think. And we'll just like absentmindedly stroke your top of your head. Hello. I'm glad that you're here.
Wary, but all intrigued at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do this.
No, it's called stroking. It's fine. You can do it too.
I completely misinterpret that, and I try to stand there and concentrate. I can't change. I can't do this stroking.
Dawson is gonna quit on us. He's gonna quit on us, my guy.
Here's the problem: is I'm trying not to laugh because I don't want to incentivize this behavior.
But he still thinks it's funny.
I don't. I swear.
All right. So yes, you transform.
Accept it.
Yeah. So I will. I'm gonna like walk forward and try and see how far it goes before like there's a bend in the way or
Okay. And your as everyone gets to see me trying to mess with the token, you get dark vision as a wolf though, right?
Yeah, 60 foot.
60 foot. So you'd see dim to 60 feet. I won't have to. I won't totally forget that I just gave you dim white vision.
I'm gonna like scoot in front of everybody.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. So you can see that the walkway, this hallway goes forward for about 20 more feet, and then takes an abrupt like left-hand turn for you.
Yeah. It goes. Oh yeah. I don't remember how that works. Can I talk?
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. I'm just gonna start heading down that way. Very. I'm a puppy walking down the hallway.
But I recognize that what you're doing there. So what I will do is I will cast Speak with Animals.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I will speak in a wolf tone to you. Ooh. And I'll be like, Braid, can you understand me?
Yes.
I mean,
I
he
can
can always
understand
understand you, but now you can
I-
understand.
Yeah. I could always understand you.
Well, you're a wolf, and I'm fairly sure you're making wolf noises. I switch out to Sunra and go, Sunra, can you understand what he's saying? I'm going to guess no. Sunra's looking at me like, what? Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I'm at the very back, still in the main room.
Yeah. Braids just turns around and goes, I don't think he speaks wolf.
Okay. Well, we got this for maybe 10 more minutes.
It goes left. Let's go.
Oh, he says it goes left. Let's go. Stay close, okay? Come.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up into the left hand turn and just kind of peek my head around the corner.
Okay, Sunru, anything you're doing with the dancing lights?
I will be keeping them more. Well, the first two over my shoulder. I will then ask, "Do you want a light ahead?" And then I'll look. Oh, he shakes his head. No. I'll just bring all three of them around me then,
Okay.
like over my shoulder, third person style.
1 second, let me fix all that lighting. I know I just lost it all, but I'm gonna put it on you then, which will actually make my life so much better. So that gives you bright to 30 if they're all together, and dim to 60 or 20.
Check.
It's like a torch, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 20/40.
Spells. As a bonus action, you can move the lights up to 60 feet. Yeah, the light must be within 20 feet of another light. Yeah. Just says when you create 4 torches of light in the range, make them appear as torch lanterns, glowing orbs. Yeah. Alternatively, you combine all 4 into one medium form, vulgar, human-like, whichever form the light sheds. It just says whichever form the light sheds, 10 foot dim.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
Well, I suppose to cover more area if needed, I'll have them 10 foot away from me, but in this small room, they're all around me.
All right. So I'll leave it at 40 foot dim for now, so that you do have a vision distance. But I'll just take off the bright part of it. And this is like you spreading it out just enough and moving it around.
That seems good.
Okay. Cool. So Braids pads forward to the corner there. Do you want me to move it, or you got it?
Oh, sorry, I can.
That's all good. So you come across another long hallway.
I'm gonna move myself there, but very much it was not like go all the way around the
Yeah.
corner. It was like peek ahead.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, you kind of peek around the corner. You see another long hallway that comes to an inn 50 feet ahead. There does seem to be a doorway on, now if you're facing there, the right wall, but it's left
Okay.
to us viewers. Not too far ahead there.
Door to the right, and then hall keeps going. Check door.
Yes, but be careful.
I will move to the door.
Okay.
I think that's like here.
Yeah, you can kind of see the little double thing there.
Dot. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little white dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only downside from your vision. It like your walls just kind of the darkness goes straight up to the wall with this
Yep.
the way the map was designed. But yeah,
Totally fine.
so yeah, you move up to the doorway.
So the door, does the door like brush the ground at all?
It goes pretty close. However, this is a very old door that doesn't look in the best of repair. So there are like cracks and stuff in the doorway itself. So for that, I'm going to open up the door so that you can see it with your person.
That looks like there's a thing inside that I can barely see.
Yeah, so everything's dim. Let me move it for the cameras itself. But there seems to be like broken furniture, old like wooden floorboards that were put down in this room itself.
Is it like super dusty and just like settled, or
It looks like it, yeah.
okay? Do you want like a perception roll to see if they're like if it's been disturbed, or
Yeah, either perception or survival, whichever one.
I mean, I'll take survival if you're going to give it to me.
Yeah, I think, I mean, in my head, survival's usually like tracking things and looking
Yeah.
for that sort of stuff.
That's a 16.
It looks like this has been left undisturbed for a very long time. There's like dust and buildup like on the door handle and rust and stuff. It doesn't look like it's been cobwebs
Yeah.
you can see in spots.
So I'll just like shake my head and continue moving down the hallway.
Okay.
While she's in there, my Melee is going to quickly do a quick perception check.
Okay.
Just on a 13, that's all. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean about the same. The room itself was kind of old and dusty. And there's not a lot going on there that looks of interest.
I've lost her. I don't have eyes with her, so could you put her back in the door in the corridor,
Yeah.
please?
Can you
Thank
see it
you.
now?
Yeah.
This is a downside of this,
I-
but without giving away everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's all good. I push Sunry down the black corridor and go, keep going forward.
I've got my stick and I make it nice, sort of like old man caning it in front of me just to make sure I don't trip on any steps.
You feel something wrap around the cane and go up your arm and sail down your shoulder.
That's been fine.
So I'm going to look down this hallway. It looks like there's a number of doors down this on the right.
Yes. There is there should not be one down here. But apparently I missed that in the build. There are doors. This particular
Yep.
one at the very end of the hallway should not be a doorway. That should be a solid
The end of the hallway closer to us or farther away from us?
just at the very, very end. Should
Got
just
it.
be a
So it just
solid.
ends at where that fourth door is. It just okay.
Okay, there we go. I think I'm generally fixing it. Sort of.
That's fine. You're good. Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Now
And it's
updated.
just an empty hallway.
Yeah, you don't see any individuals here. Again, there's a door like 10 feet ahead of you, then it's quite a ways down. But you can see all the way to the end, and it just ends there. I mean, you can see like door handles and stuff at in the distance that would pose some obstacles. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. More doors, and I will go to the first door.
Okay.
More doors.
He says there's more doors. We need to keep going.
Mordor?
Yeah. Don't be
And
sad.
is this door in the same condition as the last one?
This particular one is, yeah.
Cool.
Looking in, we're just going to go with the general perception, not to draw this part out. It looks like a tiled area inside. Again, doesn't look like it has been disturbed. It does look like this was once some sort of like forge or like workshop of some sort. But doesn't look like it's been of use at any recent time.
I'm now questioning whether Og came here willingly or not. All right. Then I'll just like shake my head at that door and continue to move on towards the next one.
Okay. Guys on top of each other. Oh, you are. Okay. This particular door has a slightly different look to it. It is more solid. However, it's been like made up of more like interwoven branches of trees and such, and has this more like natural look to the door, like it was formed or maybe even grown of some sort, but it's like a whole bunch of branches that just kind of interweave and wrap together, along with like there's probably like a layer of like straw that was woven together behind it that kind of gives it like a solid look to it. However, again, it does look old and probably not having been used in quite some time.
Okay. If it looks like he hasn't gone through that way, then I'm just gonna go to the next one.
Okay. This last one is like this solid looking iron doorway that seems to have, with your perception, having been disturbed at some point in the recent times. It has been pulled shut, but is there ahead of you.
Is it all the way closed?
It has been pulled closed behind whoever went through here, but yeah.
Okay.
I pull the sit down at the doorway and wait.
I will speak quietly to you. Do you think that they're through there?
Probably.
Okay. I whisper it to Sunrise. He thinks that maybe they're through that door there.
Who's they? I thought we were just looking for Og.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he didn't come down here by himself.
Maybe they came to tell him about it. There's like
Hundreds of thoughts are now going through Sumru's head like, shit, this is more dangerous than I thought it is down here. I thought we were just looking for somebody.
Just keep an eye out and be ready for anything and try to stay alive.
Now doing that sort of like looking at everywhere and anything, stick raised. But okay.
everybody seems to be ready. I will open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were expecting like stealth or something like that? Come now.
No. Just open up the door.
Thinking
Let's
ahead,
go.
not my strong suit.
I was debating whether I would have to make you roll for a wolf trying to open up the door, but I figured
We're
I
letting
figured-
raptors open up a door. We should let wolves.
Yeah,
open
that's.
doors.
I mean, that's exactly where my head went. You know, if Clever Girl can open up a door, Braid's Wolf can open up a door.
Especially since
Uh,
you can transform. Like you can 100% make. Can just make a little hand come out of his paw, you know.
The amount of dogs that know how to open like regular doors,
It's
I think
true.
we're good.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Uh,
at least 6 of them.
Yeah, so this this hallway itself does stretch out to be 10 feet. Goes on for quite a ways with what looks like another double door far at the end of this hallway.
Okay.
let's see your stats.
We will
And
we'll
it doesn't
move.
show you the double door part. Oh, because it's a little further than 60 feet. But
Now realizing that this is a little bit more dangerous than I thought it was, I will cast Mage Armor on myself. It's one of my free casts through Strixhaven, so I will just
probably not a bad idea.
run
Cool.
stuff with
Okay.
it.
Oh,
And I will
Ah.
follow suit.
now you can see the double door.
Yeah. Big door.
And with Romy being aware that this is a dangerous situation as well, she's going to pull out her trusty baking pin, and she'll be like holding it ready to go.
Big door. And then Braids will continue to move in that direction.
All right.
Oh,
No. Come sooner. Come.
I literally clicked back, and I was like, "Oh, they've all moved. Where they gone?" Genuinely, I was like,
That is
"Oh,
the
this
downside of
exactly
the
what
vision
happened with my
sometimes.
character."
When your party moves forward in this one, it's does not let you know where the hell they went.
Yeah, there's no like footsteps. Like,
So you guys come up to a large double door here. It is like metallic and very sturdy here. Worked into it is
Yes.
some sort of ancient like runes, and there seems to be like skulls and stuff like wrought into this metal doorway.
Are the runes
Yeah.
like are they in a language?
I mean,
Uh,
they're
I s-
indeed a language.
I speak Druidic and Elvish in common.
It is not in one of those languages.
I speak
can I
common.
do
sign
an
language,
investigation,
and
some sort of check to figure out what language it is, even though if I don't speak it, I can be like, "Oh, that looks like."
Okay. Yeah, give me a investigation check. And let me do a quick.
Guidance. For a total of 15.
Okay. I'm just double checking.
Well, are you doing a thing? Then I will cast guidance on you. But
I was
I'm not
doing-
aware of you doing it.
Yeah.
He touched himself. It's okay.
I have a guidance rule just for myself. It's one of those, if I know I'm about to do something, I'm like, "Oh, I've got to do it on myself every little bit.
Yeah.
If I don't know. I
It
cast
makes sense for sure. Okay. Yeah, this would be let's see. Just trying to see if 15 how much.
Like, from my master's library, are there any symbols I recognize, and I can go back to the memories of that, and if it references what languages is it's from?
Yeah, I'd say you recognize it as one of the languages kind of used in it's an ancient tongue and not very common. However, your master probably had many tomes that utilized this as it kind of fell into an area of study that he seemed to have been focusing on. And it seems to be kind of what would be considered in like D&D terms like an undercommon language.
It's like it looks like maybe like a Yiddish or like a pig Latin or undercommon. I don't know it, but the symbols look familiar. I gesture around. Anybody else? No.
Yiddish.
You know, the famous D&D Yiddish language.
No, there's many languages that are not in D&D.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Just Underdark as an association. I'm like, all right, I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Put them on the list. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So it's an Underdark language of
Undercommon, yeah.
occult magical significance.
Perhaps.
Okay. Looking at this is going to sound weird. I don't understand the language, and the alphabet is not one that we're familiar with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something to the font that would suggest, welcome to the glory of this? Or is it more like, danger, all ye who would dare tread here? Is it like, what kind of, does it have that kind of font vibe? Are we talking like
You're asking
Helvetica
for a vibe check, aren't
versus
you?
Yeah.
Comic Sans? Yeah.
You want to
100%. Can I get
insight
a
check
vibe
the door.
I do.
Okay.
Romy has been refused entrance to a lot of places in her life for many different reasons. So she's had to learn to read a room.
All right. Well, give me an insight check on the door then, I guess.
15.
15. Definitely has more of like, this is the glory of this place versus like a warning sign or a, don't come in or you will die sign.
Okay. All right. I feel like Romy's pretty confident to actually just straight up open the door.
Okay.
So she just like grabs the handle and just turns it.
Okay. As you push the door open, you see, given off this kind of dimmish light from Sunru, you see, and your dark vision, 5 figures that are kind of like shambling around in this room, and you can kind of spot off against the wall, like upon like almost like an altar, tied up, the unconscious form of Og. As you open the door, these figures turn, their eyes kind of gleaming yellow in the darkness, and they start for you. That, though, is where I think we'll take a break, because that is a perfect spot to stop for a moment.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone who's joining us right now. We will be back. We aim for about 15 minutes, so probably just around, if not slightly before the half-hour mark, unless you're in some weird, like, Newfoundland time zone. But for most of us normal people, half-hour time mark. We'll be right back, guys. Thank you. See you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. Our party, in search of Og, have delved into this underground structure that they discovered, finding pathways and rooms that seemed to be undisturbed. They finally came upon this grand room with 5 figures that have turned and looked to them, and at this point we are going to roll initiative.
You got this. Okay. 17.
17.
All right, actually, very good.
Hey! Initiative twinsies.
Alrighty.
You're 17 as well.
I have a 15.
What's your dex? Mine's +2.
I get +2 from the wolf.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No,
you have
you too.
15.
Yeah, because
so-
you're 17th. Yeah.
Sunny. Well, according to D&D Beyond, not sponsored, Romy is our first to act as these creatures kind of turn and stare. Probably makes sense because Sunru's in the hallway a little bit and not catching this as quickly as the other two are.
Okay, Romy's going to see them and will purely reflexively, without any thought to the process, be like, ah! And will change her entire body and being so that she looks exactly like one of them.
Okay.
She's just going to change her entire shape. She will grow a foot taller, and she will appear to be wearing the same clothes as them and will look heavy like they do, and it's got the same arrangement of limbs like them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these all look like medium-sized creatures as you kind of look in at them and you use this magic to reflexively change your own appearance. It has this like yellowish skin tone to it. Their skin is actually like rotting and stretched away. They definitely do not appear to be normal living creatures, and it's even more obvious as Romy changes herself like unconsciously to match this. It becomes very obvious.
And then she's gonna just like go walking into the room, doing their lumbering gait.
Okay.
And she's just gonna gone in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. You need a what from me?
Give me a deception check, I suppose.
Actually, can I go by they need to do an investigation check against my spell save to see if they can recognize me.
Oh, okay. Sure. That works. We will go with that.
I'm casting Disguise Self to the people at home, which I can do at will as I've taken as a second level invocation, Mask of Many Faces. In game, she hasn't got a clue what the hell she's just done.
Anything else you would like to do, or is that?
That's my action, and I will, as a bonus action, speak telepathically with my Marmot to run. Can she climb up on the ceiling?
I don't think your Marmot can climb up on the ceiling.
That she has a climb speed.
I mean, I think maybe climb up on some of the walls, but I don't think can grip and.
Oh no, not
upside
up
down.
on the ceiling. Can she climb up a wall and just like find a space up there? Is it possible?
Yeah, I'd say because this stone structure is so ancient and damaged that she can get her claws into like in between things.
So she's gonna look to go high and so 5. So she's climbing up this wall edging on here. 10, and she's high above this guy here. 15. So that he can't get to her is what I'm saying. 20, 25. You don't worry about it, my guy. And she's just gonna hang off of there real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, about there. Yeah, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Sunny is up next.
Okay. So all I've seen is Romy switch into some sort of armored person
Let me see.
with yellow skin.
They're actually not really armored. It's they seem to be wearing like bits of armor. Like there's like a helm and like a pauldron, but like the majority of their chests seem to be bare. Like a lot of the cloth that was there has kind of like rotted or torn away over time. They wear like this kind of ancient, almost Romanesque style, like like skirt almost thing. Like you depict like Roman soldiers wearing.
And Dawson, what's your wolf doing? Growling, intrigued. I'm trying to get a sense of what the hell's around that corner.
There's definitely like hackles raised, like dropped down, and like is baring the lip, but isn't growling or anything.
Okay. I guess I'm going to hold back and hug this wall. Going across. I won't let me move. Wait, let me hold shift. And I will hold my action to cast Firebolt if anything dead, enemy-wise. If anything that looks like what I saw him turn into comes back into the hallway.
Okay. Sounds good. So, here's the thing. They're not very smart, but they were watching you as you transformed. So, I honestly don't think it does a ton for keeping you safe in this situation. But we're going to be dispersing some of the motions here. These guys are going to move forward. Oh, wait.
Oh no.
We'll start with this one for now. We'll start with this one on Braids, because I do have them at different initiatives. This one's going to come up and try to take a swing at you, Braids. 16 to hit.
Absolutely hits. I'm a wolf.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So just kind of comes up and, like, punches you with this, like, yellowish skinned hand. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you. Then you will be next up, so you get to respond.
Yeah. I think we're just gonna take a bite at them.
Okay.
Let me check the +4. So we'll just roll this and add 2. 13.
Will hit. Yeah.
Okay. They take d6 plus 2 damage. They take 7 points of damage, and they are knocked prone.
7 points of damage and prone. Okay, this guy here.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. And prone means like, so I just knocked him down.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look? So I have no idea if they look like they're going after Romy yet.
Not yet. No.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give me like an intelligence check if you want and see.
No,
if you think
no,
your
I don't.
Character
I don't
would
want
make
to.
that jump.
I don't want to game that really. I think I'm still gonna move in and stand next to her.
Okay. That particular one would get to make a disadvantage attack because he's on the ground, and that will miss.
Okay.
Because my first roll was a 4. So.
I couldn't remember whether they got one or not. I just said fuck it.
I believe they do. I'm not as up on the 24 rules if that has changed, but I think because he's on the ground, it's disadvantage to make a melee attack. Anyways, I think, Sunru, you can see, especially now that Braids has moved, this particular one that they had knocked down. Now they were knocked prone, and they are on the ground, so it's up to you whether you want that to trigger or you want to wait and see.
No, I'll trigger it with disadvantage. That's fine.
Okay.
First roll was a 14. Next roll was an 18. So 14 to hit.
Definitely hits.
8 fire damage.
8 fire damage to it. Alrighty. 8 more damage on it. Cool. Was that your turn, Braids?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah.
So now we just get to go all of these guys.
I don't like that.
5. What in their movement? 10, 15. 20.
Oh no!
He's gonna run. This particular one's running. So I have 2 on Romy and 1 on Braids. Let's see, Romy first. 17 and a 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Carry on.
6 points of bludgeoning damage from the first attack, and 6 points from the second attack.
Good. Yep.
And this
Regretting falling down that hole now. Go on.
regretting that character move, huh?
Yeah.
A 19 on Braids will hit. Wow, I'm rolling really well because I don't have a great plus, and 7 points of damage, Braids.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm very, very glad I didn't drop down the hole.
Yeah. Romy, you've realized that they saw you transform, and not that you planned on doing it, but it didn't help.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess as a bonus action, I will
Kill everyone.
throw my hands up in the air, and as I do, a nimbus of cold will drop down from my fingertips, forming a waterfall. And that waterfall will form an icy droplets that will fall down over my shoulder blades and down my back, forming an icy cape / with armored poltroons on it as I cast Armor of Agathis.
Oh, I love it.
Which will give me 5 temporary hit points. That's the start. That's my bonus action. As my action, I will then cast a cantrip, which I can do because it's just one thing. Everyone calm down. It's fine. I will be doing this at disadvantage because they're right next to me, I think, right? As I cast Eldritch Blast, because it's a ranged spell attack. However, I will have advantage because I've got my marmot on the wall going, aim to the left. So can I do that as a plain, straight up attack? Why? You don't think too hard about it, GM. It makes perfect sense about it.
I mean, technically, your marmot should be within 5 feet of your target to give you the help action. So
I think I'm gonna play. She is used to the Imperial system.
within 2 meters.
Which is the same as 25 feet if I know my Eurotunnel dimensions, and I think we all can agree I do. So, disadvantage?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Sorry.
We'll roll. Oh, good. That's a 7.
Just
What do you
misses.
mean I missed?
Just
Son
misses.
of a... Okay.
It was closer than you
fine.
think, though. Let me tell you. It's closer
I think
than you think.
I feel like if I had got one more, I think it would have hit. But all right. Shimmer. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. And that is my turn.
Sonny, everything's great. You know. You have this one guy ahead.
No, I'm gonna inch my way around and see into the room now, so at least I can see what's going on. I don't particularly want to go into melee range with this guy, but I don't have anything that's like not spell attack at the moment. That is spell attack. Then I will just, looking at this guy on the ground, cast Firebolt again.
Okay. Got the guy on the ground.
It'll 17 or a 8.
Just misses by 1. You need a 9 to hit.
He's 10 foot away and lying on the ground. Stop aiming. It just hits.
Just hit it.
Jesus.
Just hit it.
Just
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
yeah. This goes against the ground next to it.
He's been successful at hitting us all day.
Somehow. I can't hit when a monster has like a +10, but give me a +3 and I'm gonna like tank this all day.
Yeah. All right.
This guy gets up. He is no longer prone. And he is going
Like
to...
that.
No, wrong button. This one. Take off the prone. And he is going to move forward and attempt to hit Sunny.
Ah!
A 9 will miss.
Does not hit with mage armor.
All right. So that one misses. Braids, you are up next.
Yes, I would like to bite the one that is directly next to Romy. This, to the north of the two of us, the one that we are both threatening.
That one. Yeah, sounds good.
Because that will give me advantage due to pack tactics.
Tactics.
And so we will bite. And we're very happy for the pack tactics.
Mhm.
That's going to be a 17.
That will hit.
And we are going to do 6 points of damage
Okay.
and knock it prone.
6 damage, and it is prone.
And then just making sure that this works the way I want it to. It is a so. Is it a bonus action to swap out of my form?
I don't.
I think you
Think
can
so.
end as a wild shape. You can end a wild shape anytime you want, and I don't think it's an action. I think it's a free action.
Yeah. You can leave the form early as a bonus action.
Okay, there you
Or
go.
is that bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will use my bonus action to leave my form, and go back from a 12 to a 17 AC.
There you go. Probably a good call.
Yeah, because I have 4 hit points left. Yes, it is
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
good call.
I was seeing that.
Do you share the HP now?
Yeah. So you get bonus HP equal to your druid level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that-
it's no longer the like tank form swap in and out thing. They nerfed the hell out of it, which is probably a good thing.
probably.
It was an unhealthy playstyle.
So you have 6 points of health now.
No,
You have 4.
He's got 4.
I have 4. I had 2 extra when I shifted in, but I've
Right.
been hit twice.
Okay. I really need to hit something, don't I? I get you.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So I have knocked it prone, and I am done.
Okay, it's gonna stand up and then it's gonna shamble forward, and it's gonna come after you because you're the one
Yep.
knocked prone.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You crit?
Yeah.
You crit?
Yeah.
Silvery bars.
Yeah.
Did you just say silvery barbs?
I just said silvery barbs.
Good call.
You meant it.
That would be a 5 to hit. I think that misses.
That will miss.
I saw the little ampersand come up. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
This is so amazing.
After seeing my friends drop in last combat, instinctively hands raised. I go, not this time, silvery bar.
sweet.
And I'll give the advantage to David, Romy.
Okay.
All right.
This
Alright.
one here is actually gonna rush off. So Braids, you make an attack
Oh.
opportunity if you want.
We will 100% use our reaction there to stab them with our spear.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. We'll hit for sure.
5 points of damage.
Okay. 5 points of damage. And it will come up and it's gonna try to hit Sunru. That would be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
I don't know what's up with this rolling. Can I do this when I'm a character, please?
No.
4 points
That's
of
not how it
damage.
works.
No, only as a DM. When you're
Uh,
like, this is like a hard encounter, but not like a
The-
deadly, but it's looking
How
scary.
much damage?
4
4.
full damage. This technically that is a concentration check for your dancing lights, unless they took away
Oh
concentration.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
armor's
they
not
do use
concentration.
fun.
Armor
That's
is not.
the worst light spell that ever existed.
It is.
Just
yeah.
the worst.
The bonus is that
Nah,
you can
fine.
move it around and do things, but yeah, it's not as good as light. You know?
15.
Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're plenty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Next guy up. Got one coming at. Yeah. We got a couple at Romy. 6 to hit. We'll miss.
Yes.
Here we go. Here we go. 16 though. I think gets there.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. That would be. That'd be 4 points of damage.
2 things. One, that didn't get rid of all of my temp damage, so it's still standing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
2, take 5 points of cold damage, bitch.
There you go. 5 points of cold damage. Cool. And that will bring it back to your turn.
All
I think.
right.
Oh wait. Yeah. Did I miss one? I think.
Okay.
I think that's it.
okay. Then bonus action. I grab my rolling pin, and as I'm about to smack this guy around the head, I feel some power be imbued into the rolling pin as I cast Shillelagh on it.
Nice.
And I'm going to hit that guy who hit me. Actually, no, I'm going to hit the guy who's right over here attacking Braids just
Okay.
now.
You got advantage from my silvery barbs.
I do. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Roll better.
No, that one. Mother lover. Excuse me. I'm gonna go put my head in the fucking toilet. I'll be right back. All right.
I'm sorry, man. You have +5 to hit.
Amazing.
No, we're struggling with my AC 9. All right, Sonny.
Wow. Wow. Got my guy. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, bro. I'm not trying to kill you again.
Wow. I think I'm going
How
down,
cool-
my dude.
Just make you scared.
Oh, can I?
cool would
Is it possible for me to actually move Jeannie over to me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna bring her over to me because I think I just need to have some help,
Some comfort. Yeah.
some comfort. Jesus. All right, carry on.
How is the doorway? How wide is the door? How high is it? Let's say. Sorry.
It is about like 10 feet wide and about 10 feet tall.
Cool. I'm just thinking. So there's a gap for me if I wanted to, let's say, dive, jump through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Then I will back up half a foot and then use my kangaroo ability, kangaroo jump, which if I see it in traits, where are you? Species traits.
Features.
It's basically rabbit hop, but
Yeah.
as a bonus action, I can jump 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Nice. Yeah.
So
Good to go.
I will do that and try and get over here.
No problem.
I'm in the room without opportunity attacks. And then for spell, I don't have anything to go boom, except how these. They're all standing, right? No one's prone.
Everyone's standing right now, yeah.
I will. The only high damage spell I've got is Witch Bolt at the moment. I will cast Witch Bolt at the closest one to me, in front of Braids.
Okay.
Hey, just so you know, it's really hard to hit that guy.
16
Hits.
Carry on.
for oh wow, 28 lightning damage.
What the actual F? What?
Yeah, I rolled a 12, a 10, and on the dice.
Damn, Witch
I
Bolt's
don't know.
crazy.
2D. Yeah, why did it roll? Oh, okay. For some reason, it rolled 3 dice. So the first 2 dice was a 12 and a 10, so 22 damage.
Yeah. What does it look like as this thing goes down?
Almost like an ethereal smoke starts forming, and as it solidifies, it cracks a current of light that just zaps straight through, and then sparks all over their body.
Nice.
I'm
Alrighty.
looking at the angle here. Am I getting viscera all over my front?
Oh,
Am I getting carried right now?
you know it. And your hair stands up a little bit from the electricity, like the static electric charge going on too. So you get this whole like Frankenstein's bride sort of look going on.
Nice.
All right.
And
This-
then I will move. That's 10 feet. I've got 20 feet. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
I'll stay over here.
This guy here is going to come in after you.
Yeah.
He can move
8. Will not hit. Braids.
Stay alive, Braids.
All right. So
Everything's fine.
everything is fine. We are in chill space. So we are going to well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll have to remember that yeah.
Features.
All right, we are going to move. We've got 3 left, right? 1 at the back,
There's
and then these 2.
4 total right now. There's 2 on. Yeah, and then there's.
Okay, I'm gonna try and deal with these 2. So we're gonna move to here, and then we are going to cast a spell. We are going to cast Thunderwave.
Yeah.
So it's a 15-foot cone or 15-foot cube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can totally put it so you're not hitting any of your allies.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, no problem.
And that is they make con saves. On a failed save, they take 2d8,
Okay.
and they are pushed.
All right. Constitution saving throws. I'm taking a 4, probably fails, huh?
Yeah.
And let me see on the other one. 19 should probably pass. So half as much, I'm assuming, though, on that one?
Yes, half as much would be 2.
Okay, so 4 points to this guy, and he's pushed.
Yeah, they're both. I believe they're all pushed.
Damage. How far?
10 feet away from me.
Get pushed into him. They both explode and damage. No? No. Okay. Hopeful thinking. Critical.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
now they're closer to me.
I was really hoping for my spell damage to be slightly better than that.
Yeah, that was somewhat lackluster, but you did
A
damage.
3 and a 1 will do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Go figure. This is the way it's
Uh,
been.
And
You mean
there's less of them directly on top of Romy, which was also part of the goal.
Not bad.
Yep.
Let's see. Next, this guy. Well, he got pushed. He's going to move up and attack Braids.
Yep.
13. I don't think
Nah, you
does it.
miss.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
This guy. I think Sunru's still his target because he's the closest one. 7. Sunru's dodging like hell. This guy's gonna move up and attempt to hit Romy. 12
is a miss.
Okay, well, that went better than you guys were hoping, I'm sure. Back to you, Romy.
Okay. I'm in the same exact situation I was in before.
But they're more damaged.
I'm gonna hit this guy with my rolling pin as an action.
And you have your familiar there to give you aid.
Yes, and let's be honest, I have proven I need all the help I can get.
Nat 20.
Yeah, right.
16. All right.
That will hit for sure. Is this the one on
That's
Braids
crazy.
or the other one?
The one on Braids for
Okay.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. That one, you bludgeon upside the back of the head and it caves in.
I tap him like I have tapped my ex many a time, but as opposed to him going, oh, or I didn't eat your pie, he actually just gets squished right down the middle, all the way down to like halfway through his spine and splits in half. And I'm like, so that's scary. And then I will, as a bonus action, cast another spell. Because that's an action. Bonus action will be. Yeah, I think I'm going to cast Armor of Agassiz on myself again.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another 5 temporary hit points. I'm down to 1, so I guess it goes back up to 5. I don't think
Yeah.
they stat.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
But at least that's 5 more hit points. So
Yeah,
the average hit
but-
has been, in
Yeah.
that range.
The Cape and Poltroons are back, baby. And in fact, I'm going to tempt fate here real quick
Uh-oh.
and step away from this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So as you tempt fate, it does swing out. It does hit you with a 21. And
Okay.
dealing 7 points of damage to you.
It takes 5 points of cold damage.
Alright, 5 damage. It is looking rough.
Okay. And that brings me down to 3 points of health. Okay. That's-
Everything's fine here. Everything's great.
Glad that is okay.
Sunny, you will be next. There are 2 on top of you. One looks
Okay.
severely damaged. The other one has not been hit yet.
Okay.
It's
I will-
which spell? A concentration spell.
It is. So the lights are gone around me.
Oh. Okay. Let me see about that.
So you're in the dark.
I'm going to use that jump again. I can use it twice, long rest.
Okay.
So I'm going to get out of dodge and jump here. Then shoot a firebolt at this guy.
Okay. It would probably be a disadvantage because you're now in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a nat 1 for a 7, so I'm not going to get any better than that.
Sadly. It still was very close. You were just 2 off. But
Yeah, and then I'll run the rest of my 10 feet until I hit the wall.
sounds good. It's you. This one here. 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll get him to braids. And he's going to take a swing. 16 to hit braids.
Nope.
All right. Yep. Sweet. Just like batters up, you lift your shield and able to deflect it, and then you get to respond.
Yeah. So I am going to bonus action shift back into a wolf because I don't have dark vision in that other form.
Oh, that's right. All the lights are gone. Oh man.
So that will be my last use of wild shape for the day, but I do gain 2 temporary hit points, so
Everything's fine.
there's that. And we will just bite that one right there with me.
Okay.
And I did a thing here. It's a 23 to hit.
Yeah. That will. That's but somehow will hit. Yeah.
And he will take 6 points of damage.
All right. He will fall to the ground.
Yes.
Prone or dead?
Die.
Prone.
Hey, look at
probably.
it.
And dead.
It's our time.
Oh, nice.
He had 3 hit points left. So.
Excellent. And then I will, in fact, move to be here,
Okay.
which should make getting to either of the people that are behind me fairly difficult without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Without the lights, can they see us?
They seem to. Yes.
They're like, oh, they're gone.
They do seem
They must have left.
to still be able to see you guys.
Shh, they won't find us.
Another dead.
Marco.
This one's gonna come at you, braids.
Yep.
13 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
4 points of damage.
Cool. Not dead yet.
Focus your wolf.
I gained 2 for that.
Where are we at?
Interesting.
This
Holding
one
back.
will move 5, 10, 15, and 20 does get him right here. He's gonna come at Sunny.
I see my mistake. Yeah.
But I can't hit Sunny, so it's all good.
They keep swinging over his head. Just
Yeah, just the little hopping. It doesn't get that.
it's because Romy got bigger,
Yeah.
and there. So
Romy, you're up now.
Romy's gonna focus on those hands that she knows she has seen rip goblins apart, and she goes, "Come on, I need you here." And she's going to try and launch it at the one that is just come running over at Sunru.
Okay, cool.
This will be at advantage, as I hear Genie whisper in my ear. 13 is a hit.
Yeah, that's 9.
Yeah.
9's armor class.
Yep.
13 points of force damage.
13 points of force damage. slammed into this creature, and it is looking very rough.
The hands just go right through its chest, and it should have ended it, but this thing's like, "Ugh," and I'm like, ah. But yeah, there's a big hole in its chest now.
Okay.
Death becomes her style.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think she might move even further back. Wedged into that corner now.
She's like, it's a damn corner. But yeah, that works. Sunru.
Okay. Feeling kind of confident that this thing can't actually hit me. I'm going to, for some reason,
I don't know
step
why.
away.
Okay, it's gonna swing. That would be a nat 1, so that would be a no.
Fantastic. Okay, I will move away to there. And out of the two, which one was the one that was badly injured? Was it the one that's just attacked me?
Yeah.
The one that just attacked you is the worst. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will try and hit him with a firebolt
Okay.
in the dark with disadvantage. Ooh, for another nat 1. I'm just shooting.
Use your
blanks.
sense of smell.
That's the problem. He is.
I turn back and I just scold at you.
General direction and the sound of her voice. Braids.
I can see that. I do feel bad. You can't see it on my face.
Yeah, I can't see a thing. I know you're over there somewhere.
Oh,
I will move next to
Prejudicial.
Spades, having one more cast of shield and silvery bark left.
okay.
See for all. I'm with him.
All right, Mr. 2 hit points.
We're gonna make an attack at the one in front of us.
Okay.
So we do that. That is a 12, which hits.
12 will hit, yep.
He will take 8 points of damage and go prone.
Okay, 8 points of damage and go prone. It is looking very close to death.
Get behind me, Braids. They can't hit me. I'm invincible.
And Braids will do exactly the opposite of that.
I
As
can't
I will-
see things, so I think you're behind me anyway.
Yeah, I move over to engage the other one.
Okay.
You are free to take your disadvantaged attack of opportunity.
13, I don't think does it.
Absolutely hits.
Oh, wait, you're still a wolf.
Birds!
You're still a wolf. Oh,
Birds!
3 points of
He
damage.
Silver
can't
bulb.
see. He can't see.
Uh,
Okay, so I would have fallen there,
Okay.
and we are at 0.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I turn back into a Warforged.
Alrighty. Okay. Got
Nope.
this guy here.
it's all good. It's all good. They can't hit me. I'm
Step
invincible.
forward to Sunru. I'm going after Sunru now. 8.
Sticks out.
What the hell
Ting.
is up with this? I can disadvantage hit the 2 hit point
Oh, wolf.
character.
Yep.
I
yeah.
can't normal hit. Tracks, totally tracks.
I'm like full on looking like Master Shredder. Not Master Shredder, Splinter.
Splinter.
Blindfolded in the dark with a stick.
Well, I rolled another 8 to hit you, so
Ting!
roll me.
The best part is you're deflecting with the stick, and your stick's not doing anything. It's all the beach
Right.
armor, but you feel like it's the
Yeah.
stick.
This one kill Braids.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
didn't kill
well,
yet.
that's
It's
what I
also-
saw.
On the ground.
He got
Oh,
up.
is it on the ground?
No, he
still?
got up. His
Oh, he got
turn's
up.
come.
Okay.
Oh,
He got up and walked
17
over to
to
Sunroom,
hit
but he can't hit either.
for 13 points of force damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he will fall down dead.
This time the hands just go through the throat so that the head falls down where the neck used to be, and then just rolls off backwards.
Yes. Nice. Yep. You're able to decapitate this creature, and it is dead. Sonny, you are up next.
I'm going to try and firebolt him at close range because it makes no difference.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. No point in opportunity.
For a 8 to.
Come on. Come on, man. Nope.
I rolled a
Come
2.
on, man.
Braids. And remember, don't tell everyone else what you roll. I'll see it. If you're using the D&D Beyond stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Cool. This one here is on Sonny, so he's just gonna keep going after Mr. Invincible. 19, though, I think this time will hit.
I will cast shield on myself, and then my AC goes up to 20.
Perfect. Brings it back to Romy.
Romy's lost Jeannie for a second here, but she's just gonna run up to this guy and is gonna hit him in the face with Shillelagh.
Okay. You're gonna bring your marmot around to give you advantage, or
12.
you don't need no stinking advantage. All right.
I've got anger. They're attacking my friends.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be not very much. 2 plus 3, 5. No, 2 plus 3. Yeah, 5 points of damage.
Okay. It will fall down. So it is prone. However, you see the life in its eyes return. And it is still alive.
Okay. Well, shit. I disagree. Okay. Okay. Then
Oh, actually,
I
it
guess
doesn't
what
drop
I will
prone,
do-
I guess. It just says
Yeah,
it
it's
gets to
fair.
make the save.
And it made the save.
It
did
made the save, so
Okay.
it is still alive. I've been rolling bad for saves.
Oh, I feel like that's good, to be fair. So my action, I've done action. I can't do a bonus action prestidigitation. That sucks. I don't have any other bonus actions that I've used for the situation. No. So I am Dunsville.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sonny, you're up.
he's prone.
No, actually, I read that wrong. So he's not prone. He just didn't
Not
die.
prone.
He took the hit, and like you could see him stagger a little bit, and then just like the light in his eyes shine up a little bit, and he like kind of regroups himself, preps himself to try to strike again.
He has a
Focusing on the light in the
groove.
eyes.
It's got a deep groove from shoulder down to hip where the rolling pin has actually gone through him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Focusing on the eyes, the only bit I could probably see clearly for a split second.
Mm-hmm.
Firebolt with disadvantage.
Did
Yes. For a 19 to hit.
19 will hit, and it will fall down dead.
7 damage. 5.
Perfect. Yep. 7 fire damage will finish it off. Any
Braids, where are you?
He's over here. I push him over to you. I push you over to him.
I will cast lights, dancing lights again.
I'm assuming I need to make another roll there.
yeah.
Then I will, if nobody has yet, try and do some sort of medicine mechanical check.
You have got in your inventory a dank healing potion.
Yes.
You also all have good berries.
Well, there is.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's-
forgot. Yeah, someone in chat actually dropped a healing potion
Yeah,
for Sunru to have if you would be willing to use it.
It's gonna be used. I will pull out the potion from my pouch, kangaroo pouch. Pop the cork, pour it.
Oh,
Go to pour it.
oh,
All right,
Just
Braids.
like I'm half pouring it, like half gets poured in his mouth, and I'm like, does it go somewhere else?
hello. Like where?
And then I pour a little bit over the wound as well. I'm like,
This is the oil change spot.
yeah, exactly. I'm
Check
like,
the oil.
Nope.
Is there a fuel tank? Like, I don't.
That's why it's a
Where
dead
do you
healing
think it
potion.
needs to go?
Oh
Don't
man,
often have to use.
How much did you say it heals for?
I think it's like 2. I think it's a. Yeah, we'll do 2. Enough to get you from.
Yep.
Death saves.
I didn't know if I had to pull out a funnel or anything like that. There's like,
You kind of wake up as Sonny's like standing there with the empty bottle, looking very confused. I guess it's dark, so dancing lights came back up, so you can
Yeah,
now
dim
see. So light was dim.
You come back to me saying, maybe shove it up his ass. No, it doesn't. Oh, he's back. Hey,
Braids reaches into the bag and pulls out the single good berry they had left and puts it in their mouth and
Gets an
gains
extra
another hit point.
I remember about my good berry, and I also eat my good berry for my 1 hit point as well.
Woo.
seeing everybody do it, I feel it's some sort of like, well done, we survived, so I eat mine.
Barely needs it.
Yeah.
We are the most stupid people.
And then I will cast Goodberry again and down all 10 of those berries.
There you go.
Actually, not all 10. I will do 9.
Yeah.
And Og is standing in the corner, correct?
Yeah, he is like tied up, looks to be unconscious upon like an altar over here in the corner area.
I'm going to light a torch, which I can do with precipitation, and I have torches.
Mm-hmm.
But I will have a torch light up.
Okay.
Smart.
Light.
Smart.
Dim
Can you
to
lock that door?
40.
I just went and shut the doors behind us in case anybody else.
I am gonna walk over and start untying Og.
Okay. Yeah, he is still unconscious. He does seem to be like stable, but just he was knocked out.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you find yourselves now in this room. There is another set of doors here in this room, and as you kind of gather up Og, you kind of hear this high-pitched screech that kind of reverberates from somewhere on the other side of the doorway that's within this room.
Ooh, like, let's not open that door yet. Let's just gather our bearings.
Hand is on the handle as you say that, and I look at you.
Yeah.
No?
Like,
Okay.
there might be more of those things behind there. And looking over at Og, is he conscious yet, or is he just groggy oggy?
He's still unconscious unless someone wants to do something to alter that.
How many good berries did he give us each? Was it 1 each or 3 each?
It was 3 each, but you had 2 left because you'd given 1 to somebody else as some kind of thing. So you should still have 1 left, and August got 3, which is what I will do. Is I will take the 3 that I know I gave Og and
Okay.
give them to him.
Sounds good. All right, so Og now will be awake now with 3 hit points. Kind of like look around blurrily. Oh, there are these weird creatures.
Just
Yeah.
messed up. But we'll talk about it in a while, man.
You guys don't look good.
Oh, that's. I
mean-
immediately cast disguise self, and I make myself look great.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, they got the one hit on me.
then you're all pretty good. I don't feel so good. So he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself. To get himself 13 hit points back. But since Romy looks fine, there's no need to do that to anyone else.
Remy sees that happen and is like, no, but actually, I goes and shows that she's buggered up.
Oh, okay. Well, and I'll walk over and tap you on the shoulder. You feel this, like, almost like a searing warmth, I think, and there's, like, these, like, sparks of, like, almost like embers that kind of surround you and give you 11 hit points.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
It hurts a little, but it feels good, too.
Yeah, I kind of. Is it right?
Yeah. This is what happens. You don't show up for a session.
Yep.
Your character now has kinks. I'm just saying.
Romy walks away, and as she does, she looks over her shoulder at Og, feeling things that she's not felt before, and is making her question some things about herself. For sure.
While this is happening, can I do a quick investigation check to see if there's anything in this room? You say there was altars. Didn't know if there's anything still left on the altars.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Guidance.
The marmot's with you. You have advantage.
And that one, so don't worry.
No, but the
With
marmot's with you, so you get advantage.
Og up,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to head over to the door. I'm not going to, like, open it, but I'm going to go stand near it and just kind of
If I had advantage, I got a 17 total.
be ready in case something happens, I guess.
Yeah, with the 17, you find a couple things tucked away in, like, it's actually not on one of the altars, but there is like a stone that's behind one of the altars that is decorative, and kind of like as you're checking it out, you see that it can shift a little bit, and like maneuvering it, you look behind it, you see there's like a little cubby hole, and there is an ancient looking like paper rolled up back there, and there is some coins scattered around. There is equivalent of 8 gold worth of coins that are like tucked into this little cubby hole, along with a scroll.
I will, seeing them about to open the door, I will just grab and pocket it all for now and disperse if need later.
Sounds good. And as you guys are in the room, you kind of hear this loud wail once more. This like sort of like high-pitched kind of screeching wail coming again from the doorway that's within this room, but like it almost reverberates, like it's echoey, like it is still a little bit of ways away, but it is bouncing off things and traveling through.
For the next minute, if we have a minute free whilst this is happening before we do anything, I think that Romy's going to be just in a praying position, as she's just like muttering to herself, going, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Fine, fine. Nearly died, didn't die, no, didn't die, fine." She just does that for like a solid minute, as she performs an esoteric rite, and that will give her back one expended magic spell slot, because she has magical cunning, because the new warlocks can get an extra spell slot back too. That's pretty good.
I mean, that gives them 3.
Yep.
That's 50% more, bitches. That's how we roll.
Yeah,
The
the
middle
wizard's
finger
like,
is the one that makes it happen.
the wizard's like, I want another spell slot, bro. You've got 22
Yeah,
already.
right?
I'm like, I got none left. Was that a short rest? Like,
Not yet. Og will go
won't
into
play.
his pack though and pull out like just these random bits and pieces of things, and he starts like wedging these things underneath the door, like to try to like jam it shut. Of this doorway. It's like,
Okay.
are we planning on going in there?
Yeah.
I mean, we probably have to. They came and got
I
you.
mean, yeah.
we could just
Or we could.
go back out the way we come.
What if somebody else? What if this happens to someone else?
I mean,
What happens if it follows us because we killed its friends?
what if it's
And
something
tracks
big
us
and nasty?
down.
Mm.
It sounds scary. Big.
I haven't died
Yeah.
yet.
I'm finding that
almost
death is really just a mindset almost.
How about we do the door and then make sure the goblins haven't left, but remember to come back and deal with this like on the way back once we know his family's safe?
I'm looking at the big door. What's the situation at the base of it? Is it super flush with the floor, or is there like gaps in the doorway at all?
I mean, it's a very tight fit. Og was finding like this very thin sheets of like scrap metal to like try to wedge down there to like hold it, but there's not like room to really look or see much. It's like if you think
Right.
like a well manufactured door that's designed to not leave a lot of space. I don't know how much room
Yeah.
you're looking for or what you're looking.
I have a feeling we were looking to see if we could get the marmot through. I'm gonna go take a look at the corpses of the things we just killed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You want
look
like
for
a
10 sheets of wood.
medicine or I don't know, whatever that would be nowadays.
Whatever
To-
check
medicine.
you think would.
Okay. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what they were. I get a 12.
Okay.
Like, were they undead?
Yeah, for sure. There is rotting flesh. Doesn't seem any signs of like the wounds that you can see they sustained even like during the battle. There's not like blood coming out. It's like all
Yeah.
desecrated flesh.
These were dead before we got here.
Not very dead.
Who
They were
tied you up?
Undead.
Oh, okay. Yes. That makes more sense. Sorry. Been a long night.
Og's gonna look around. So are we dealing with this, or are we, wedging it shut?
What?
and going?
What happened to you?
I was by the tree and I stepped on this area. I heard a cracking. I thought it was a branch, but then I looked down and these hands grabbed me, like up through the ground and pulled me through.
I pick up the hand of the corpse that I'm kneeling near. This hand?
Yeah, those. There was lots of things were a blur from there. I landed and they all started hitting me, and then I
Yeah.
blacked out.
I have very little religion, but I am proficient in it.
Okay.
So I don't know, is because the idea that I have here is that trying to understand that whether these zombies, I'm just going to
Yeah,
refer to them as
For sure.
zombies.
Yeah, they totally.
Um,
yeah.
I'm trying to. basically I'm trying to figure out whether they would have been cognizant to do so on their own, or whether they needed somebody to tell them what to do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. You can feel free to make a roll.
What do you want for that?
You can do religion or history, or maybe even arcana if you wanted to, like a knowledge-based skill.
Yeah, we'll go with religion.
Okay.
It's a 7.
Yeah, not sure.
Cool. I'm just kind of like kneeling over it, like looking at them very closely, basically, and I just don't say anything.
Yeah. Anyone else want to roll? Or Og has a +4 to history, so I could roll to see whether he knows, but I don't want to necessarily be the feed you guys information. So if anyone else wanted to roll, I'll do something.
Yeah, I'll see if there's anything I read. Can I use it to do a history? See if there's anything read.
Sounds good. Take advantage
Improvisation.
because Og will help you, and that way I'm not rolling at all. But Og's ability is helping. So
Yeah.
Guidance.
Cool. Oh, thank you. So that's a total of a 22.
okay. Looking at these things, looking at the runes that you had seen earlier, the study group of your former wizard that had kind of raised you up and kind of brought you to sentience. You've heard stories about these. You've read stories about this. You've heard your wizard droning on about these things. So there is, long before there was the waste that everyone now lives in, there was an empire that lived here. And the rumors are that these undead creatures that have been popping up here and there are from that empire. It's a group they call, in general, the Jannari. They are generally told to most kids as like an old wives' tale. But your wizard put stock in this and felt that there was still these undead creatures out there that were from this ancient empire that ruled all of these lands, that had just mysteriously, as far as people can tell, gone missing. So there are other kingdoms elsewhere, so they knew of this empire, but all of a sudden no contact was made. Nobody talked to, no one heard from any of these people. And when people finally came, there were no bodies. There were tombs of the long past dead, but there were no bodies, no appearance of these people were here, other than things were just there. If you walked into a house that was there would be a meal that would have been being eaten that's now rotted because it sat there for so long, but wasn't finished, wasn't packed up, clothes were still there, that sort of a thing. It's just this whole civilization disappeared overnight, and people have posited, and your wizard is one of them, that these undead that people have seen are this ancient civilization that are now just this mass undead group. So there have been pockets of them, and mothers would be oh, don't wander off because the Jannari will come get you. But these are them. You recognize
The
these.
Jannari. I share that information to the group. And this reminds me of the Jannari, a story my master used to say, and then explain everything you've just gone off. But a Jannari, okay.
I had it with a G.
Yeah, so
That's why I figured I'd drop it.
Yeah, I got you. Appreciate it. Meanwhile, this has been some wailing going through this doorway still. It's not stopped.
It comes every little bit, and it sounds like it's getting a little closer and a little closer with each time you kind of hear it.
maybe we should just get out of here for now. At least we can assess at the exit. We don't know what this is coming.
Okay. Can I do one last search for like any holes going into this room that could be marmot sized?
Feel free to give a search.
All right, here we go.
Meanwhile, Og
Let's
is
do
like
this.
trying to shore up this door.
Rolled an 18, so 17.
All right. Looking around, it's very solid. There's like the stonework is worked through here to hold things shut or protected for whatever this might be.
Okay. And we know that these were undead creatures.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know in world whether this is actually useful in any way, shape, or form, but culturally, Romy is going to take from her utensils and herbalism kit some salt and is going to run it along the edge of the door, creating a perimeter spacing for it.
Okay.
I like
Sounds
it.
good.
And then we'll join everyone else.
I am near the exit door,
Okay.
waiting for you guys.
Yeah, I pass a torch to you, so we have a torch each.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of waiting until people make whatever decisions they're going to make. It looks like we're leaving, so I will start heading in that direction.
All right. You guys don't have to work your way all the way out. We can say that you make your way back to the rope that was dropped. It's still lay there, affixed to the tree. Og will kind of help boost people up as best he can so that the climb, especially for those who aren't as strong, is less arduous than he will himself, kind of climb up with the help of
Reach up and pull himself up, yeah.
Yeah. Not far. Yeah, he could probably jump, grab the ledge, and lift himself up due to his height. But yeah, you guys are able to extricate yourself from this ancient kind of ruined area. And, actually, he does have a good strength. I was like, what is his strength? Yeah. He's an artificer, you never know.
As I'm walking ahead of the others, with Raids waiting on Og and Sunru waiting with those guys there, is there capacity for Romy to get ahead of the others to get to the green floral door?
I mean, if people are willing to let you scurry past them, yeah. I think.
Is there something that is drawing Romy to this door in any way, shape, or form? Does the marmot feel drawn towards this door in any way, shape, or form?
I don't think there's a specific magical pull. There is her natural curiosity that would probably make her interested in that, but it's just up to how adventurous she feels right now.
I mean, I feel like, she might open up that door because it does look a little bit interesting.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it. So, yeah, she's going to open up that door real quick. That's cool.
It's not okay.
I'm fully prepared to just run like a buggery away from it. Like, if she sees any kind of dangerous looking creature in any way, shape, or form, she's just going to be like, nope, and we'll just do one. So she's going to walk on in.
Yeah.
Oh, this seems very nice.
So there's almost like straw that have been strewn across the ground. There are strange fetishes of things like feathers and bones tied together, and not the other type of fetish, not the Og type, but
Whoa.
Like
yeah,
the-
we got it.
Like the, little trinkets of things that would be used by like probably like a medicine man or a shaman or something like that. There are like old bottles that have like dried out ingredients of various things sitting on like shelves, and there's like a large old pot that's sitting on a spot that was once like a cauldron that would have been used for making potions and stuff that is now sits empty and there, but you can tell that it was well used at one point. There's like stains from years of weird ingredients being boiled and brewed here. Yeah, at a glance, that's kind of our...
Oh, dang. Okay, I think gonna take a little look over at this bowl. Gonna take a little look over at this thing, and I'm gonna take a little look over at this table here as well.
Okay.
Oh, and this thing over here, whatever that is. There's in order. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Is there... I mean, whatever you think she's using to, kind of delve into what's here.
Yeah, I think she's gonna... I think she was drawn to it because of the natural aspect of it. I think she's gonna go with a survival check, if that's all right.
Sure. That's fine.
Or maybe an arcana, I think would be... Yeah, I think she's gonna go with arcana, even though she's not very arcane herself. Like, she's gonna see what she can do. 13?
13. Yeah. Kind of
Sorry,
shuffling
guys.
around in the various items and looking through, you kind of spot near the cauldron and almost like tucked in underneath, you see this like dark crystalline sort of amulet with like a silver chain on it. It's just kind of like laying on the ground down there. And also, like, you're drawn again to the various like herbs and things in bottles. They do look like they could be useful as some sort of like spell casting components or like potion making ingredients, whether it's something that you or any of your members are at all interested in. It is at least something that you would recognize, having lived in a wizard's tower for so long, as possibly valuable for that alone, just like if you got to a civilized spot.
Gonna take the amulet.
Okay.
Gonna put that in my pocket. I'm gonna take the medical items, and as I'm reaching out for the rack on it, I can see that Sunru's there as well. And I will say through the doorway, "Can you help me take some of these? I think they might be worth something. Could be useful for magical..." Well, I mean, you're a magician. This might be useful for you.
I'll come in and assist, and ironically, I will start smelling them.
I watch you do it, and I had this look. Are you actually for real right now?
And seeing if there's any I identify already, and then I will start pouching them as I go.
Yeah.
Without,
Okay.
obviously, I don't know how much is actually there, but not crazy amounts.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
you
I've got a
got little
herbalism kit
legs.
as well. I don't know if it's going to help out with that. But yeah, for sure. And this big old bowl,
Mm-hmm.
can I put my hands on it real quick? I just want to... I know from my time with my husband that when it comes to this sort of accoutrement, things are not always what they seem. So I'd like to put my hands on it and to feel if there's something hidden in some way.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can give an investigation check.
I guess I'm going for more of a vibe and investigation, more of a perception.
I mean, yeah, perception or insight, I guess, if we're going for vibes.
11.
Okay.
If I did.
Feeling it, taking in the essence of it, it seems to be a giant metallic cauldron. Ancient of make, but you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Then I will exit at that point. I'll exit at that point. And thanks Sinru for the help. And I will put the amulet on
Okay.
almost absentmindedly.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, you guys are able to exit. You head back up. Og helping, like we talked about. And you guys climb back up to your little perch spot. Okay. Yeah, you guys return to your little spot. Og had gathered up a couple of the branches and stuff here that he had come for originally, not wanting to waste.
Determined.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we went through all that, just to get these, so no reason not to.
Yes, we did.
And he will then basically, once you get up there, he's gonna pass out. He's just gonna start snoring. Because I'm done playing him.
Braid's kind of just like walks back over to where they were sitting before, staring at the wolves, and kind of goes back to it, and like very quietly to themselves is like, "This is why you don't split."
So you don't wander away.
Yeah.
All right. Then, if you guys desire, I think you're able to take your night rest. Braid's watching. You'll see no one really comes or goes from the interior of this building, other than maybe the guards change at some point. Some of the wolves roam out and go like hunting and come back, but nothing. No like large groups of people. No one exits. The dirigible is still remaining there come morning time, and you guys are able to take a long rest. I guess I should give Og the same thing. Romy, if you refresh your character page, there will be an item in your equipment of the amulet now that you would have attuned to it. So that is there.
Can I also just say that before we took a long rest, Romy would have actually tried to change her face to look like Braids, to look like Og, to look like Sunru, and to realize that she can do this now. And she gets very excited, and then she catches a look of her face for real, and she sees the cuts and the scrapes from where she had actually died, and she still has the claw marks on there. And as she watches those fade away and go, and she just smiles and goes, "Oh, this is very interesting. I like this." She falls asleep with a smile on her face for the first time in a long time. Let's take a look at this item.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is. That sounds amazing.
Whatever it is, it's very good, I'm sure.
It's actually a great thing. Like the response. This is exactly what I want. Can I tell them what it is?
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so this is a Dark Shard amulet, which requires attunement by a warlock, which none of us are, right?
No.
Am I right?
No, nobody is.
Yeah.
Nobody.
We're just guys and girls just hanging out. We're going on a camping trip, essentially. But I can use the amulet as a spellcasting focus for my warlock spells, which is interesting because I have some spells that aren't warlock spells. As a magic action, I can try to cast a cantrip I don't know. Cantrip must be on the warlock spell list, never cast in time of an action. I have to make a DC 10 intelligence arcana check. On a successful check, I can cast the spell. On a failed check, the spell fails. The action used to cast is wasted. In either case, you can't use the property again until you finish a long rest. Now, that's pretty bold. So,
You got a Swiss Army cantrip.
Yeah.
I just was not, my guys.
It is
really strong.
I mean, it's a common magical item, but I thought it would be a fun little reward for searching somewhere.
Very cool.
Oh, this is dope. Oh, this is very. I've just seen how many cantrips warlocks have, and they're all violent. They're all so violent. Oh, they're all so violent.
Yeah, the amount of cantrips available to warlocks is insane.
It's pretty awesome. Anyways, with that, I think let's call it for the day for the actual stream and the campaign. We do appreciate those joining us. We had a first-time chatter in there.
Awesome.
We had some people who contributed using some of our points. One to give me advantage and one to give a dank healing potion. So we appreciate that, guys. We appreciate you joining us. I will be doing my usual fast edit of the thing as best I can. So probably sometime soon we'll have that up on YouTube. Otherwise, this one will be up there, and we'll post on YouTube when we're going to do the next one. I can schedule it, so that way once we get the schedule, if you're interested, you can check out our YouTube page and find that out. We love you all. We're going to go to the outro, then we'll probably keep talking for a while, but thanks, guys. Thanks to these amazing players. Oh, go check out Crunch Axe. Is that it tonight on Twitch?
Yeah,
check out Crunch Axe tonight.
Yeah, 3 p.m. PST. We'll be starting off with some Magic the Gathering Arena, and then probably moving over to some Overwatch with the new perk systems.
Cool. We might have to kill each other at some point on Arena because I spend way too much time on that, but not today. Anyways, see you guys. We're out.